I don't know if I'm gonna have enough SD space to actually finish this video, but I cannot resist. Well, my glass is kind of dirty, but I still cannot resist. There's a big mama stomatella right there too. Yeah, it just wants to focus on the background. Okay. So, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. And welcome to the Lost Begotten's Fish Room. New and improved. Fucking I have to like back away from the tank to get the whole thing in shot. Holy crap. Well, today I'd like to talk about and demonstrate the value of a quarantine tank. Now, as you can see here, I have my tri-stand. Okay, it's like a trident, only you can't stab people with it. Poseidon would also use one of these things, let me tell you. Because you can have a 10-gallon sump, 55-gallon tank, and a 10-gallon quarantine all in one stand. Oh, the possibilities are limitless. So we just recently upgraded the top tank from a 29-gallon to this 55 here. And that is largely because of this little guy right here. But this little guy right here, the Picasso, not the convict Tang. Although the Tang, I think, might have given it to him. I think he has ick. He's got a couple spots of ick, I think. Not just bubbles, they're ick. I stared at him for a long time to make sure they weren't just bubbles. Got him on his tail. Bubbles usually don't stay on the tail. You see, he'll be swimming a lot with his tail clenched. He was actually swimming with clenched all morning. I've medicated the tank with Seachem Paragard and some good old-fashioned stress coat, because I am currently out of the bottle behind it, which is Seachem Stress Guard. And I have also, in addition to the Paragard, okay, that's what I like about Paragard, malachite green, and some other little things. I don't really know what Seachem adds. Probably just stress coat. I mean stress guard plus malachite or something like that. Anyways, I have begun to lower the salinity. Well, I began yesterday after I discovered the ick. I did 2 stages yesterday, and I just did 1 stage this morning, and we'll do another stage in a couple of hours. And I should bring it all the way down. And in fact, what I like to do is go for broke, okay, and get it below hyposalinity. You can freshwater dip a fish, you can get it below hyposalinity. Then I'll just do like a bottom clean out and then add some tank water and try to get it right, you know, like dip it lower to make sure you kill the ick, and then add some higher salinity tank water just to balance it out and get it right at 0.00 or 0.010. If it was clownfish or just a triggerfish, I would do 0.09. But I believe a tang, for sustaining hyposalinity, you really shouldn't leave them at less than 0.01. But also, you know, with this dipping method that I'm kind of just pulling out of my ass, and because I've treated a whole lot of fish, and there's just kind of like little methods that you think of every time you do it, and you want to try new things every time. Well, this isn't my first time using hyposalinity as a tool, but I'm going to be basically the most intense I've ever been with it this time. And I've already got the water level nice and low. I should be able to add about yay much fresh water to get it to probably 0.07. 1.07. I just say 0.07. That's what you're paying attention to, is the fucking, you know, the last numbers. Well, about double that much with tank water should bring it back up to 10. So we're going to go from 7 to 10. So it'll have kind of like a semi-freshwater bath effect, but without the extra stress. Did Pete just blow water at her? Stay out of Pete's way, huh? You can kind of see when he fans his tail out. You can also see why these two need nice long tanks. Before my SD card runs out, let me just go ahead and say, the recommended size of a tank isn't arbitrary, okay? It also depends on how the fish swims. Some fish like to swim vertically or like to hang out by one little rock formation. Alright? Some fish, obviously they don't go large enough to require a 90-gallon tank or 75-gallon tank. But you see the way these fish swim? They like to swim right along either the front or the back glass, back and forth. These two fish, you're better off with a very long tank as opposed to a cubic tank or a more cube-ish tank, or like deeper and taller as opposed to long and shallow. A nice long shallow tank for a convict tang is what it really wants, especially if you have a reef set up that's in the middle and they can swim all the way around both sides, and then they can knock over your specific gravity meter. So anyways, so a few things about quarantine. You want to keep it bare bottom so you can get that bottom clean. Ick falls to the bottom, and then the current moves it to where the fish poo settles, basically, and you can scrub it off. Before you turn the light on in the morning, you want to get like a feel for how to scrub the tank so you can do it